Okay, so before we get into the podcast today, I just want to thank our January sponsor. And for all our podcasts and our video content, our January sponsor is Mayflower Brewery. We love everyone there. They're so nice. They do amazing things for the community. They make great beer. Their porter is unprecedented. Love and Wrestling's great. If you like sours, Resistance is Frutiles, phenomenal. They let us record here. They're just so supportive of us, and we love everyone at Mayflower Brewery. If you happen to be in the Plymouth area, if you're not, ask your local bar, your local liquor store to carry Mayflower beer. It's great stuff. You'll love them. You'll love their beer. And I think I'm going to go get another Mayflower beer right now. Welcome back, Inebri-Ites. This is Andy of the Inebri-Art Podcast, and I'm recovering from my birthday party last night. And so I'm here with a good buddy of the show, been on before, and it is Matt Audette. Welcome back, man.
How you doing, man? Happy birthday. Hope you're feeling okay.
I'm recovering. A little caffeine, a little food.
I'll do it.
So we brought you back on because last time we talked music.
Yes. Yep. It's about gigs, some songs I was playing around the time, I think. Covers and stuff.
Well, since then, you've gotten way busier.
Yeah.
Like, significantly.
Yeah.
But you still have your day job.
Yes.
Because Jordan hasn't fired you yet.
No.
So you work in a kitchen. We love talking to cooks, and we feel their creative nature is similar. So how did you come about getting... Because... You wouldn't call yourself a chef.
No, definitely not.
But how did you come about working in kitchens? Like, was it more of a that just happened, or like, oh, I really want to work in a kitchen?
I've worked in the kitchen since I started working. So when I was 15, my grandma used to own the Run of the Mill Tavern, which is now Lucioso's.
Oh, yeah.
So it was their last couple years, but I started working there. I did dishwashing. I was prep cook. Mm-hmm. Didn't really have any line cook experience at that point. After that, I went and did a couple retail jobs, worked at like Stop and Shop for a while.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I've been there.
I was in the grocery department, so I was doing like, first I pushed carts. Yeah. Which that was like the coolest job ever. Because you just walk around, listen to music, you're kind of outside. I mean, if it snowed or rained, it sucked, but,
when I worked there, that wasn't even like its own job.
Yeah. It was sweet. Like, I'd work like, the shifts were like 4 to 9, I think. Yeah. Or like daytime was like 10 to 5. So the 4 to 9 shift was where I was at. Yeah. Because it's not as busy. But it was fun. And then they moved me into grocery. I was breaking down pallets, this and the other thing. Mm-hmm. And then eventually I was like, okay, like making the same amount of money I was making back in groceries. So I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah.
It was never a fun adventure. So then you went back to cooking?
Yeah, I went to the 99. I was there for 2 years. I was a dishwasher. Like, that was like my title. My aunt had worked there, and she was like, I need a dishwasher. So if you're leaving Stop and Shop, have at it. It was good pay. So it was like the first job I had that paid me above minimum wage. Did that, and then kind of from there started doing prep. And then my last like 6 months there, I was on the line, like helping out with that.
So for someone who's never worked in a kitchen, what's the difference between prep and line cook?
Prep cook is like you're cutting all your food and prepping all your stuff for the day. So say like you want to have all your lettuce, romaine cut for your salads, your tomatoes diced, cucumbers all sliced up, stuff like that. Stuff that you don't want to have to do when you have 75 tickets on board.
Yeah. So the line cook is basically done. I'm sorry, the prep cook is basically done
when they're done.
Before the shifts, really. Like before.
Sometimes, yeah. Because those lists at the 99 were very big. Yeah. But there was usually like the kitchen manager would do a lot of stuff, and then the prep cook himself, and then I'd help out too. So a lot of it was getting done, but I learned a lot of cool things over there that was able to like smoothly transition me over to Speedwell.
And why did you? Well, I shouldn't say why, but like, What led you to Speedwell? Was it just because it's a new place in town?
So this was in 2016 because I hadn't been to Speedwell until I turned 21.
Yeah.
So which was 2015. So
fuck you.
2015, 2016, and so I started playing music there first because I'd go there all the time, and I was became buddies with like Ryan Shabbat back when he used to work on the bar. So me and him would always shoot the shit. We had an awesome time, like hanging out outside of that place too.
Yeah.
And from there, he'd reach out to me and he was like, "Hey, like we're just looking for an extra kitchen guy. Like, do you want any hours and stuff?" And like the pay was great right off the bat.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So they kind of slowly got me in there and weaned me out of the 99.
So you kind of like picked up some shifts and kind of
then I just cut ties with the 99 very, very like professionally. I gave them my notice. They were. It was a good job. I didn't mind it over there. They were good people. But
the number of people I see that like burn bridges on their way out of places, it's like it's so stupid.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, there's only been like one job that I just full blown quit. Just didn't show up.
I quit a temp job. But
it was like iParty. It was like, just woke up hungover. I was like, I'm not fucking going there. But yeah, so I got into Speedwell, and like right after, like I hadn't really met Jordan that much. I've only like had seen him in passing and like shook his hand because he was paying me to play music. So like, and like Chris Almeida, back when he worked there, he was one of the people that got me in to play music there too. Which big shout out to him because that kind of kickstarted everything for me. So thanks, Chris. From there he put me on, and now I'll be there 4 years in June.
Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Generally, when I think of Speedwell, I think of burgers and wings.
Mm-hmm.
Is it more than that? It's definitely more than that.
Yeah, it's definitely evolved. The specials kind of take on a new life of their own, I think. We do the French fry special every Tuesday, so I work Tuesday days, me and Eric Lindsay, and Jordan's always there too. It's one of the days he's just kind of there cooking a bunch of specials, doing stuff. Tuesday seems to be our big special crank-out day.
Yeah.
Within the last like month or two, there's been multiple days we put out like 4 or 5 like big specials.
Well, they like right before New Year's.
Yep.
There's like it almost seemed like half a dozen specials.
Yeah, pretty much.
And,
there was another week of few because there's always a French fry special. There's almost always an egg roll special. And then we kind of will get going with a burger special, which it's cool that he lets us kind of have freedom to like come up with an idea and do that, and we can make it a special too. So I've had a few burgers on there, a couple fry specials that I've had the idea for.
Did you do was it chicken pot pie? Was that you? It was like chicken pot pie tots.
I don't think so. Yeah. I did a chicken Alfredo one.
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, and then there's one other one, I don't remember what it was. It was wicked fat kid food.
Yeah.
That's what we kind of joke about. Is like we just think of like what can we take from any fast food place and just make it a French fried poutine explosion.
So is that like where you come up with the ideas? Like you just kind of be like,
yeah. I mean, like we can you just think of something like that's different. Like I think the burgers are a lot of fun. I like to cook the burgers, and because I just like the satisfaction of knowing someone was like, that was a fucking bomb burger.
Yeah.
Some people, it's kind of hard for them to cook. It took me a little while to get the temps down.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely
because that's the trickiest thing is like getting it right.
Right. Yeah. Like because you get busy and you got to pay attention. You got a dozen burgers on the grill that are all cooked anywhere from medium rare to well done. So you got to keep everything organized, but you get used to it, definitely. We work with a really solid crew right now, so everyone's kind of on board with everything that has to get done right.
Yeah. And Jordan does a good job of taking care of his people.
Oh, yeah, Jordan's the best, yeah. For sure.
What was the last burger special you came up with?
I did one that was like, we had... because I always make a stir fry.
Yeah.
I'll do that sometimes and have like lunch or dinner. And I like the sesame garlic sauce, but I'll add sriracha dry rub to it, and it just adds like a whole kick to the sesame garlic flavor. It's really good. So I came up with a burger we had this, I forget what it was. It was this stuff that we had for a different special that we had just left over. It was like, I don't even want to say it because I got the word wrong. It'll sound stupid, but it was just weird, like almost like a salsa kind of stuff.
Okay.
Well, we had, it was like cabbage, that salsa stuff. I think it was like kimchi, it might have been.
Yeah, okay.
Something like that. Yeah. But it was like a certain kind, but that added like a huge aspect to it. And then the burger, I think we did Swiss cheese, and then I took wonton crispers, like fried those up, and tossed those in sriracha rub, put them on top of the burger, and then the sesame garlic. And I think we called it I don't remember actually, but I don't remember what it was called. There was another burger I did that was the Kapow Burger, and that one went pretty well too. Yeah.
Has there ever been one where you're like, oh, this is gonna fucking kill, and then you like bite into it and you're like, this is terrible?
Well, I always make it first and then try it.
Well, no, but like you make it, and like, are you ever surprised, like,
that it sucks?
Unpleasant? Yeah, I've been like,
no, I don't really. I like won't put things together that I don't think I would like.
Yeah.
So this last one we did, we had something from the fry special. It was this like weird fry dipping sauce.
The last fry special I really wanted to try, and I never got over there.
The stir fry one?
The stir fries?
Really good. That yum yum sauce was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of different blends that he used for that. He did a lot of like Chinese food style stuff.
Yeah.
For that whole special.
It was smart, man. Like, he's killing it.
It's just crazy when like with the egg roll specials, they sell out so fast. Like the Thanksgiving egg rolls was like the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen in my life. I think he cooked 26 turkeys.
Yeah, I think he said like he rolled like 2,000.
Yeah. Oh yeah, easily. And we sold them all. We would put out a new pan of egg rolls, which usually like a big size pan is about 36 egg rolls. Mm-hmm. And it'd be gone in an hour, like without question. So like we had so much backups, and then it would just every other day we had like he would come in and just roll so many more. But he was just cooking so many turkeys, he would like half them and just like lay them out, and that way they cook super quick. Just blast them in the oven. He'd get in at like 5 in the morning
just to cook
and
turkey.
Just start cooking turkey and rolling egg rolls.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I had those. It was after Thanksgiving, right after Thanksgiving. I went in and they were on the menu. I'm like, oh shit, I figured these would be sold out. So I'm like, oh, I'll take the Thanksgiving egg rolls. And Cassandra was at the beer cellar, and so I posted something. She's like, oh my god, can you get me an order of those? I'm like, sure. And I'm like, I'll take an order of those to go. And the guy next to me's like, oh, those are the egg rolls? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I'll order those too. And she's like, he just got the last one. I'm like, ooh, sorry, man.
Yeah, those things are crazy. The Quahog Egg Rolls, definitely he's done those a couple times, and those come and go.
Yeah.
We had the thing that kind of like, to me, is like, I mean, you think about it because it's like, well, they're getting bought and they're getting sold, but it's like some people will come in, they'll get like 3 orders for the table and then like 3 orders to go. So right off the rip.
That's crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, that's like 36 egg rolls.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing the pop-ups. And,
yeah.
So does this cooking carry over in your real life?
Sometimes.
Are you kind of like I make Kraft macaroni and cheese at home because I cook all day?
Both. It depends. Like I'm definitely like I love cooking steak at home because we only cook steak tips at Speedwell,
right?
Which is like that's fine. It's one thing, but like I like to make a good steak on like a cast iron. It just depends. Sarah's very picky, so a lot of the things that I want to make she might not like. She doesn't like peppers and onions and stuff. So I like to do that kind of stuff. Like I'd love to do like a steak fajita type situation, but
I love fajitas, and I think part of it is just that like when it first comes to the table and it's like
sizzling. Yeah,
and,
it's cool.
Yeah,
but she's a great cook too. She makes great food, but like there's just certain things that like I want to get more creative with, but I have to like kind of she's very picky with her veggies and stuff. So I'm like kind of like. You saute them up, they all fucking taste the
same. My ex-wife was so picky.
Yeah.
That I would make something to eat, and I would have to like ban her from the kitchen because she'd eat it and like it, but if you told her what was in it,
she wouldn't eat it.
She would suddenly not like it.
Yeah.
And I was making like a Thai chicken. And so she saw me putting peanut butter in it, and she was like, "I'm not eating that." I'm like, you like peanut butter? Like, what is the problem?" Yeah,
the Thai peanut sauce is a funky combination.
Yeah, but it's good.
It's not my favorite.
No.
It's like spicy peanut butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So instead of making fun of Sarah for being picky, what is it that you are not a fan of, food-wise?
Fish.
Just
any seafood. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant. Like fish, the producer fish.
No.
You heard it, fish, he's throwing down.
No. No, like any seafood I definitely won't eat.
That's pretty common though, I think.
Yeah. At this point, I could be allergic to it for all I know.
Yeah.
So.
Are you kind of like the adventure eater? Like, will you do like the escargot and beef tartare?
Beef tartare, I'd probably get down with. I don't mind that, but like, I don't think I would eat a snail. That's a bug. Like, I'm not into that.
It's not really a bug.
Well, it's like kind of a bug.
I know, because I put it on the bug daily drawing challenge.
Yeah.
And I heard shit about it. Being like, first of all, it's not really a bug. It's a... Oh, fuck. I can't remember what thing.
Is it an amphibian?
No.
Or a marsupial or something?
It's not a marsupial, man. Marsupial has a pouch.
Does it?
Yeah, that's like a kangaroo.
There's a different word.
A mollusk.
Mollusk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh, it's a mollusk. I'm like, it's a daily drawing challenge. You come up with 30 bugs. Yeah, just draw it, all right?
No, yeah, definitely. Like, we went to Malabar, and I went there, like, with my mom, my dad, and Sarah, and my dad got it. He loves crazy food, so he ate the escargot. He thought it was delicious. So, yeah,
it's really just a way to deliver.
It's like, for me, it's like the thought of what it is and where it comes from. Yeah. Like, even though, I mean, you know, like, I still eat meat and stuff, but, like, some people will be like, well, that's fucking gross too. But like, I don't like the smell of seafood. Yeah. I don't like the smell, like, of, like, raw fish.
That's usually, well, fresh raw fish shouldn't smell.
Well, either way, just any smell of, like, the ocean, I'm like, I don't want to eat that. So, I wouldn't drink salt water. So, I mean, I don't want to eat the fucking shit that comes out of it.
And I think that's the thing that really turns people off is the odor.
That, and, like, I don't like when people, like, get, like, oysters, and, like, I don't like the idea of just, like, slurping this, like, fucking booger down your throat. Like, it just looks gross. So,
it's definitely something that
it's an acquired taste.
I totally understand why people wouldn't like it.
Yeah, but I know a lot of people do, so that's cool. They're, like, if you try it, I bet it'd be delicious. I've had, like, fried fish before, and I can, you know, muster it down, but I definitely wouldn't go out of my way. I got tricked into eating a tuna burger at a tailgate last year, and it wasn't bad, but I was like... That didn't sound bad. I was like, this isn't meat.
So, I mean, we talk all the time on Bar Talk about, like, dietary issues. Right. It seems like it's a bigger and bigger thing. So, do you ever think about that when you're doing the specials? Like, if you're like, oh, I'm going to do a vegetarian fry or something like that.
Well, that was kind of like the stir fry one.
Yeah.
It was, you know, usually it's just a bunch of, like, cheese and gravy that we throw on top of French fries. This, I mean, it's still shoestring fries, but it was like sautéed veggies and like skirt steak.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's kind of a little bit of it's a little bit of a lighter.
Not vegetarian.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess. Yeah. But I mean, like, dietary is in like a little less heavy on the belly.
Less heavy, yeah.
Yeah. I can go without the skirt steak. But yeah, so like stuff like that, definitely. There's been ones that we've done that are lighter.
Yeah.
He did some like egg rolls before that are, I forget what kind of egg rolls he did. It was kind of like I'm drawing a blank. Whatever. He's done.
That's great for the podcast, man.
Yeah. Either way, we have salads.
Yeah.
Turkey. A lot of people like turkey burgers too. That's another.
You know
it's a good.
I like turkey burger
as
well.
Segue option from like random just other beef and chicken and stuff. So.
Yeah. And you guys have the wraps. You guys get the wraps. It's always good.
Yeah, you can do a veggie wrap with just vegetables, lettuce, tomato.
You took out the hell is it called? Shotguard wrap or whatever?
We don't have that anymore.
I know.
You can still get it.
Super good.
We have all the stuff that is in it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna order it.
If you just ask for a crunchy wrap with grilled chicken and balsamic vinaigrette, then I'll give it to you.
I'm just gonna wait for new people to be like, I want the Shotguard wrap, and they'll be like, that's not a thing. I'll be like, it is.
Yeah. You can use, that'd be a good way to stress somebody out on their first shift.
Yeah, it's really it's always fun.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself going? Like, do you want to stay in kitchens? Do you want to stay playing music?
I like
doing
do one
both. Over the other?
Yeah, I like doing both right now. It's a good mix. It pays the bills and this, that, and the other thing. And I don't know. Just I like working for Jordan. Definitely like so. If I ever do leave, it'll be pretty difficult to have to do. So. You know what I mean?
Are we in your way? Oh, all right. Cool. Okay, cool.
And then playing music, that's always, as long as I can keep doing it, I'm going to do it.
Yeah. So you going to play a song for us?
Today?
I don't know. I just felt like springing on you. Right now.
No. Right now?
Yeah.
If you stick around, I'll play here at 2 o'clock for everybody.
Oh, yeah. So you're playing here. You played at Beer Garden a lot too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's like an outdoor venue, right?
Yeah, I like playing outside.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That was... I never got down there, but I heard really good things about that Beer Garden.
You never got down there?
I never got down there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's awesome. Obviously, weather permitting, but there was a few gigs I had that kind of started raining, and I was like, all right, like being outside and stuff,
right.
I'm not trying to get electrocuted. So, and stuff like people like leave. They don't want to stick around in the rain. So I'm like,
right, of course,
let's get out of here. Cut our losses. But it was really awesome. I hope they do it again next year. And that
it sounds like they're going to.
Yeah, I would assume so. I'm pretty sure it was a very successful situation. So
yeah, Sarah was telling me that the Inebri-Art name was getting bantered around. So,
yeah.
I mean, we may be down there in a official capacity somehow.
It'd be cool if you do like your video thing that you just started yesterday.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah,
that was nerve-wracking. So for our listeners, check out the music video project Fridays at 7 Eastern time on Twitch and YouTube. I promise not to get as drunk every time it's on.
Why were you on? Is there going to be a video from last night?
Oh God, I hope not. No. It's not. It's streamed live, but it's pre-recorded.
Yeah.
It's kind of like one of those, this was pre-recorded in front of a studio audience kind of thing. Yeah.
No fish were hurt in the making of this podcast.
Yeah, just because I don't think we could like live edit the videos in any kind of capacity.
Oh, true. Because some people might not want to be on video too.
Well, I mean, we're not going to do them like it's not going to be a party every Friday, It's just going to be a show. But like to kind of cut to the videos and make sure there's no like dead time in between them.
Yeah.
So we're still figuring it out. Hopefully everything will run relatively smoothly.
That's cool.
It did okay. Like it started and stopped and ooh, excuse me. Didn't fuck up too much and
that's good.
Yeah. And people seem to like the videos. Not all of them, but you can't like everything.
Right. Yeah, it's something for everybody. It's got to be different.
Yeah.
Variety is key. That beer garden is very cool.
Yeah.
Definitely recommend it to anyone that didn't get to go down there last year. If they do it again this year, definitely check it out.
So it's 2020.
Yeah.
Plymouth 400. What's like the big plan for this year, music-wise?
For me?
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to try to start doing my own music.
Like original stuff?
Yeah, that's something I've
cool.
started leaning into this like last portion of the year. I have a handful of songs, music written, and just kind of scattered lyrics, random stuff. Random verses, random choruses, and just a whole bunch of different hooks.
Yeah.
And then I just got to kind of figure out what goes with what.
Yeah.
Piece it together. And hopefully I'll
Is
make
this
a song out
something
of it.
that you've done before?
Not really. No,
Yeah.
I haven't. Not in a serious context where this is something I'm going to be playing live for people for money.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that they're good, catchy songs and that people are going to enjoy them.
Yeah, and that's like a much harder thing. Like, it's one thing when you are doing covers to throw in a couple of like originals here and there, which I feel like most people do.
That's what I'm going to aim to do. Yeah.
But to have like a
full set of original songs
and get booked, and because that's when the bars are like, well, how many people do you have that are going to come see you? And
that's definitely for the very future.
Yeah.
But for now, definitely, if I can sprinkle in 3, 4, maybe even 5 songs throughout a 3-hour set.
Yeah.
Cool.
Then you get to do the Spotify channel.
Yeah, that's another thing I considered.
CDs
I might have to I definitely know a handful of people that record and can do stuff and help me out. So
yeah.
I don't know. It's a cool thought to think at the end of this year I'll maybe have a little EP.
Yeah,
so,
that'd be neat.
You know what I mean?
Well, I'll buy it. Wait, how much are they going to be?
I don't even know. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how much blood, sweat, and tears I put into it.
I'll buy it if it's not super expensive.
Yeah. What's super expensive?
I don't know, $3?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I put it on streaming platforms, you can just listen to it for free. Much,
yeah, I'm not paying you $3 though.
Yeah. But I've always liked having hard copies of stuff, especially at least ones that definitely I got a lot of records this past couple of years. Mm-hmm. A lot of records made a huge comeback. So a lot of bands that are releasing albums now, they put out a full vinyl record.
Yeah.
Which is cool. me and my roommate put together a pretty gnarly collection over this last 2 years. So.
I find it's strange. It seems like every few years, like records kind of come back around. Mm-hmm.
I think they're here to stay this time.
Yeah, but it kind of like, I mean, just like everything else, it like will kind of like die down a little bit and come back. And...
Well, I just think where it's so popular is like every album that comes out is available on vinyl now. Yeah. And you have, with online shopping and stuff, you can get.
Why do you think that is? Like, what is it about a record?
I think it's just like some people just, at least for me, I appreciate an album as its whole part.
Yeah.
And I want to put it on. You can't skip song. I mean, you can, I guess, but it's a pain in the ass. Like, yeah. But you just put it on and you listen to the whole thing, and then you flip it over, listen to the rest of it, and then you put it away and put on a new one. So it's and you get to decide, like, because it's not a playlist. You're like, this is what mood I want to feel. I want to listen to this whole album.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. You sit back, like, have a cup of coffee in the morning, smoke a joint, maybe do whatever you want. But
it's definitely more of a actively listening. Because it is more, like I can hit Spotify or Pandora or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Like, I use Apple Music all the time.
And just almost not pay attention to what's on.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you physically, bust out the record player. And
I still do like listening to albums front to back no matter what. Like, to me, I love when a band that I enjoy, they put out a new record. I get to just that thrill of like going for like a nice hour car ride.
Yeah.
And just listening to it in my car front to back. So I think I always love listening to albums in cars because you get that full, nice surround sound. You're in your own little portable hangout spot. So,
to me, it depends because I think some bands and musicians do a better job of making like a whole cohesive sound across a whole album.
Yeah.
Is there like one album that you think is like this is a perfect album?
There's a bunch. I have so many across so many like spectrums of music too. Metal albums I think are the easiest to pinpoint that you like the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because it's just you listen to metal, you're looking for a few things. You're looking for like hard music, good rhythm, and if you can understand, some people can understand them better. Yeah. So like I think. Oh man, like for this year, I know that this band called Microwave. They are not a metal band, but they're like a kind of hard alternative.
Yeah.
They put an album called Death is a Warm Blanket, and that album front to back I was very impressed with. I was stoked about. There was Acacia Strain is a hard metal band. They're one of my favorite bands just in general. They put out this like crazy little EP the day after Christmas, like out of nowhere. And it's very different style from their normal music. It's a lot more hardcore style than like a metalcore kind of thing.
Yeah.
For people that know what I'm talking about, you get it. But it's like basically it's 7 tracks and it's pretty much one big song.
Oh, wow.
And it's very cool. It's very conceptual. So they experimented with that a little bit in one of their past albums where the last track was like a 28-minute song. And it's just this big, like, epic thing. So it was cool to see them kind of pump it out, and a lot of people appreciated it. They thought it was really cool. So a lot of people that hadn't checked them out before and kind of typecasted them as some different band.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, their range is actually pretty incredible.
That's pretty uncommon, I feel like.
Yeah, they recorded it all themselves, I guess.
But I feel like most bands don't. Tour. They stay in their lane. You
know?
Yeah.
Well, that was the thing. They were like, let's do something different. Like it was off an independent label that was buddies with the band. They recorded all their parts on tour in like a tour bus.
Yeah.
And mastered it themselves. So it's pretty good.
Would the Matt Audette project, unnamed band, be looking to go on tour? Like, would that be?
Maybe eventually, if I ever got something going like that. Like I said, like it's nice to kind of like make the money and stuff, but like being away and like if you know what I mean, like if I need it to be profitable.
Yeah.
So
I just feel like I don't know if tour life would be for me. You know.
I think I'd be really stressed out.
Yeah.
I like traveling, but I don't like the act of the travel.
Yeah.
Like I don't like going places, but I just like being in those places when I'm there. So,
and if you're a touring band at that level, you're like,
well, if that's like one thing, 'cause at least you're with like all your buddies. Yeah. But I mean, I'm sure tensions get kind of high.
Oh, yeah.
After a while, you're all exhausted and stressed out. But at least I think that'd be better than me just like driving in my car across the country by myself.
I feel like that would be super dull.
Yeah.
But you could listen to all the Inebri-Art podcasts on your way.
I could. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is going to be like episode 168. I think.
Oh, man. One more.
Oh. What is that, like 69 with an extra person?
Yeah.
Someone
that watches.
Yeah.
It just
I don't know.
out.
Maybe we'll save it for
They
that
supervise.
one. They supervise. You're doing it wrong.
Yeah, hold on.
So, if you had to choose, gun to your head, either play music or cook, would one be easier to give up?
That's a hard question. Who's holding the gun?
Someone who has no problem shooting you?
Okay.
That's a weird question to follow that up with, because most people would just stumble through.
I'd probably stick with music. I guess it's fun to do.
Yeah.
It's not as stressful. It can be stressful, but it's not like there's nothing like, it's not like I'm in a dinner rush for 4 hours straight.
Busy kitchens are so weird because they are super stressful and fun in a weird way.
It is fun. We have a lot of fun at Speedwell.
Yeah.
Definitely. That helps. Like everyone that I work with is like hilarious.
Yeah.
So, and everyone has a very different sense of humor, but we all kind of have the same sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
But we definitely have a lot of fun. There's a lot of laughing, a lot of busting balls and stuff. But
I feel like that's a normal kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we get through it. Like this past week kicked my ass. Monday, so New Year's Eve was Tuesday, so I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and it was just nonstop.
Yeah.
So I had to come in early on Thursday and just bang out some extra prep stuff that I just literally couldn't have time to do all week. So now we should be back into where we need to be.
Nice.
And I think everyone kind of hits a lull.
Yeah.
At this point in the year, everyone's kind of like, oh, I'm not going to drink. I'm going to go to the gym.
I can understand that first part.
Yeah.
My head's still a little foggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. People always do like Sober October. And
yeah. I mean, that's cool. I think it's definitely worth doing. Like, it's good to take a little break.
I think I decided I'm doing February.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the shortest month.
There you go.
So,
not unless it's a leap year, which I think it is.
It is. It's still the shortest month, though. It's only 29 days.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, it was just like one of those. I think I was talking with. Why am I blanking on his name? Jeff. Naked Tuesday.
Jeff Rosen?
Yeah, thank you. I don't know why I blanked on his name. And he's like, I think he did November.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that sounds like fun. Like take a month and just kind of reset the clock.
Yep.
But, to each their own. Yeah, so you're dealing with all the New Year's resolutions that have yet to be broken. Of like,
right.
I'm gonna eat
like
healthy.
It's understanding.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to knock people for saying that they want to, like, get their shit together.
Yeah.
But, it can hurt businesses and stuff like that. So it kind of sucks. I think everyone, if you're, you're not going to drink, maybe buy your buddy a beer that is going to drink.
Yeah.
Something like that.
You can still come out and eat.
Yeah, have food, like, do something else. You know what I mean? So I think people love the atmosphere of going to a bar where they know everybody and they want to hang out. Speedwell definitely has. We have our regulars and stuff.
Speedwell is a very fun bar, and I really appreciate what they've done there because it is a younger crowd.
It's a good mix though too.
Yeah,
there's definitely an older crowd that comes in,
but it's very.
But it's like not like shithead.
Yeah, like it's not like those other two bars that we know.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's not like a frat house.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's like times those kind of younger kids come in, and for the most part, there's never really any issues.
Yeah.
We don't really overserve people terribly.
Yeah.
Too much, unless if they just came in and were already kind of loaded, and you can't tell them, then you give them a drink, and they're like fucked up. You're like, all right, well.
Yeah.
And I had one drink. You're like, yeah, but you had 9 at that bar and 8 at that bar. So. And
somehow you managed to blurt out Bud Light coherently.
Yeah, exactly. So. But, because there's some kids that come in and you just see them, like, they don't get it. They don't know what they're doing yet. I think there's, like, a young group of kids over there on New Year's Day, and one kid sucked down, like, 6 double vodka sodas in, like, an hour. Not 6. I think it was 3 doubles, so it would have been 6 regular. Right. That's what it was. And the bartender was like, yeah, I can't give me any more drinks.
Yeah. You're done.
You need to drink water for a little while or eat something. So it's like, that's so much Red Bull. 2. Like,
oh yeah.
It's like, what
yeah.
are you doing? You just drank 3 cans of Red Bull in an hour and
your heart's
probably
gonna
a half
explode.
pint of vodka. Yeah, so it's like, Jesus Christ, dude. But like that's what I'm saying. Like, and now he probably threw up at some point that day. So it's these younger kids come in and they think they can just like rip shots over and over and over and over and over again. It's like,
yeah, but that's 21.
It is, but it's like,
or,
oh man, like you idiot.
You know, when you're a teenager, in some people's cases.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just I think it's stupid. I'll take a shot every once in a while with everyone. You know,
I usually do a shot, kind of like it's more like a ceremonial thing.
Yeah,
like, hey. Surprised we didn't do one yesterday, because it would have been like, hey, it's birthday, have a shot, kind of thing.
That like stuff like that. Like we have our Speedwell Christmas party coming up next week.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna crash that.
Oh no, not next week. The weekend, the 14th. So
you can't change it now. I'm gonna crash it.
Go ahead. It'll be it, yeah. So I don't want to give out where it is because I don't want a bunch of other people to crash.
I know where it is. Who the hell was I talking to? I was talking to someone because my company Christmas party is next week. Mm-hmm. The same day as the Mayflower Christmas party.
Yeah, I'm going to that one too. That'll be fun.
And they're basically next to each other. And so I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm just going to get drunk and wander over and like, cause trouble. And then Jimmy's like, well, you at least got to go to the after party.
The Mayflower one?
Yeah.
It usually goes to, like, I think BBC and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Which I'm sure, I mean, my company Christmas party always ends up somewhere else too. So it'll be an interesting night.
Yeah.
A lot of, inebriated people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll be.
I probably won't drink until then.
Yeah.
Just to recover from this weekend.
There you go. That'll work.
For
a little week off.
Yeah. Because.
The key, too, is, like, it's one thing to just, like, not drink.
Yeah.
But, like, you got to drink a shit ton of water. That's the other part. You got to refuel. You get the hydration going.
Yeah.
All week at work, I drink like literally a dozen cups of water a day.
Yeah. Well, you're also in the kitchen.
Yeah,
you
but
sweat
it's
your balls off.
Not this time of year. It's not that hot. In the summertime, definitely, I would drink like 3, 4, or 5 pitchers of water.
Yeah.
Right now, just cups. I like to stay hydrated during the day, during the week. This week was a little different. I did a little more weekly drinking than I normally would because of just the holidays. And this is the past 2 weeks with Christmas and everything. So it's now everything will get back to normal. Usually Thursday becomes my Friday, and I kind of do my thing from there.
It's funny. Like, I talk to so many people, and they're like, "You're always at bars and breweries and blah blah blah," and they'll make jokes about me drinking, whatever. And the busier that Inebri-Art gets, the less I drink. I just don't have time. Yeah. I don't. Not only do I not have the time to drink, I don't have the time to recover.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like during the week, I'm like, because if I go out Monday night. Which I never do because I get out around 9:30, and I just go home because I know I got to work in the morning 9 to 4, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I do it one night. It's gonna just throw everything in the wrong direction. I'm not gonna be rested. Well enough for the week. And then if I have a gig Thursday, Friday, 2 on Saturday, so that train doesn't stop either. So that's when I'll be drinking, like because I'll have beers while I play and stuff. Yeah. I'm like, save myself for the weekend.
And that's the thing is like we'll do a mug painting and I'll have a couple beers, but it's like 2 because I'm basically working.
Yeah.
And I need to be able to be moderately coherent.
It's nice though. Sometimes like if you get out of work during a busy day shift, you get a shift drink. Yeah. Have a couple beers and go home, cook dinner, relax.
So, do you have any go-to hangover cures? Asking for a friend.
It depends how bad the hangover is.
It's not bad. It's a little
for me,
a little bit of a headache.
For me, headache. If you already ate, I would just take some Motrin or something. Yeah. And water.
See, I need my caffeine.
Well, yeah, you have your coffee and stuff, but it's just not going to help. It'll keep you feeling awake, but it's not going to help your headache. Yeah. Like if it's like, there's only been a few times I've had like crazy bad hangovers. Yeah.
I can think of like 2.
There's like I've
two
had
times in my life where I've been like 5. Where someone probably should have taken me to the hospital last night.
Yeah. And that one, dude, I have to just like lay in bed, and when I'm ready to rip, I need to eat something like pizza or like a juicy burger.
I still, McDonald's, man.
No, not that. I
think McDonald's is a hell of a cure. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they put in their food. I know it's not healthy. That would be the last
thing I think I'd want to eat.
Really?
McDonald's fucks my shit up. Like, I can't. It makes me feel horrible. Taco Bell is so weird. Like, people are like, Taco Bell's like, just ruins my body. Like, Taco Bell doesn't affect me any more than a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Really?
Like, yeah. But McDonald's really upsets my stomach.
Huh. It's weird.
Yeah. It just makes me feel like my stomach just hurts.
Yeah.
When I eat McDonald's.
Well, it's really not good for you.
No.
Yeah.
But like Taco Bell, I can have like food like, and I'm fine. And it's delicious.
It is. Taco Bell is like the weirdest thing because every once in a while you're like, yeah, man, I really want Taco Bell.
Well, that's the thing. You have your buddy,
and then you eat it, and you're like, I'm a horrible person.
If you're out drinking, you're out drinking, and like you want to get food at the end of the night, and you have your buddy bring you over to Taco Bell, and you haven't. You're like, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah,
like it's the best.
And it's then, 3 ingredients just kind of like repackaged 8 different ways.
Yeah, and they're all good. One of them just has a different thing. Like one has sour cream. One has
One has a crunchy
Fritos
shell. One doesn't have a crunchy shell. And one has the soft shell wrapped around the crunchy shell.
Yeah. And so they're killing it. that's if I'm gonna eat fast food, it's gonna be Taco Bell.
Yeah.
But like like hangover stuff, like I need like pizza. I need like a grilled cheese, like something that I know is gonna be like bready and buttery and
greasy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something about grease. I don't know what it is, but
I don't know either. Usually for me, sometimes for me, like if I have just like. You wake up and you're just like, ugh. Like, you know that you're going to feel like shit.
Yeah.
My best bet is I get up, I shower, I get ready, I go somewhere and have coffee and breakfast, and then I just go about my day. I just do it.
Yeah.
Because then you're like, all right, I'm good. I'm here. I showed up.
I mean, I've always been of the mindset of a hangover is not an excuse to call out.
No.
You did it to yourself.
You want it to be.
Oh, 100%.
You want it to be, but you can't do it.
You did it to yourself. Suck it up
and
go to work.
That's Jordan. That's always what Jordan says. He's like, unless you're like fucking dying.
Yeah.
So I expect you to be at work. He's like, hungover is not an excuse. We're all hungover every day. So you just show up and do it.
Yeah.
But there's only been a few hangovers that I've had at work that were like really, really bad.
I don't know if I've ever had a bad one at work.
It sucks.
Yeah.
It's not fun. It just makes the day go by so slow.
Yeah. I mean, I've had them, but
eventually you get over the first like few hours of being there and you're good. But
I think the worst hangover I ever had was the day after I got engaged.
Really?
Oh, dude. I was so drunk. Like, bad. Jimi Hendrix level drunk, like throwing up in my sleep.
Oh, yikes. That's dangerous.
It was horrible.
Worst hangover I've ever had, it was on after the 4th of July. My the year I turned 21. So I was 21 years old, and yeah, we drank all day. My buddy had a huge like keg party in the daytime, which went to a different party at nighttime, and we didn't go to bed until 7 in the morning. So it was like 19 hours straight just like drinking beer
of 21-year-old drinking.
Yeah. So and like it was all just Bud Light and stuff. So I mean, you can drink a billion of them, but it's just the next day all that sugar hits you, and that was like I remember I didn't go out that was the 3rd of July, so I didn't go out on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
It was the year that Barge blew up. And,
yeah.
All my friends were like, dude, where the fuck are you, dude? This shit's crazy down here. There's explosions. I was just in my bed watching, like, It's Always Sunny on Netflix, and I'm like, I'm not coming out, dude.
Yeah. I remember that.
I
that
had
was fun.
so much anxiety.
Yeah. That was such a crazy... You're like, wow, that seems extreme. And...
Dude, it's like the 3rd, 4th of July I've had ruined. It was that time I was hungover. I had mono when I was in high school. I think that was like my junior year. And then this past 4th of July, we had a huge party at my apartment. I played at Speedwell until 3. And we went over to my apartment, and a ton of people there. It was a lot of fun. And then, like, 3 hours into it, I just felt really shitty. I was like, I think I'm going to take a nap. I woke up, I had a fever, the flu.
Yeah.
On the fucking 4th of July. So I was like, God damn it. So I, like, told my roommate, I'm like, hey, dude, like, I don't care if people are over. Like, just, if you need help, I'll do what I can. He's like, nah, dude, you look like shit. Just go to bed. Like, so, but.
Cool. So where are your normal gigs?
Every Friday at Speedwell, 5 to 7. Starting in May, I'm going to be at Anna's every Tuesday night from 6 to 9, and then as summer rolls in, we'll be 7 to 10. That's just for like the spring, summer, May through September. So that'll be fun.
Place.
Yeah. It's outside. I love, like I said, outside gigs are a lot of fun. But Speedwell 5 to 7 every Friday.
It's actually much nicer now. They expanded their kind of deck area since they first opened. I remember a buddy of mine used to play there all the time, and the band would set up outside the fence.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have it all. It's like the only thing that sucks is like if it rains because you're in like that little grassy area.
Yeah.
It's like really mucky.
Yeah.
So if it gets kind of gross, but other than that, it's cool.
Nice. And hopefully you'll be back at the Mayflower Beer Garden.
Yeah, definitely. I'm playing at the brewery today.
Yeah.
So
in like
a couple hours.
Hours? Yeah.
I have enough time to have a wolf pizza first.
Oh, dude. I was so pissed last weekend because last weekend was Winterfest and we borrowed pallets from the Mayflower. So we were bringing back the pallets and I'm like, oh, we can get wolf pizza. It'd be great.
Yeah.
Pull in. I'm like, where the fuck is wolf pizza?
What time was it?
It was Sunday. I've just been so confused on what day. I was so pissed at myself. I'm like, I can't believe I got myself so excited about wolf pizza. And,
well, you can have one today.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks for coming on again.
Yeah, it's always a good time.
We'll have you back on when the Matt Audette trio or whatever it is.
Yeah, when the moons align.
Debuts its first album or EP or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. I'm hoping to have at least 1 or 2 songs by like spring, like ready to rip every gig. So
nice. All right, man. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for coming to the party last night, man.
Yeah, glad you're. Still
I remember
alive.
you being here.
Yeah, I'm glad you woke up.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad.
No, definitely not. When I saw you, you were cool. You were kind of had to be professional at that point. But
yeah,
I left at like 10:30.
I honestly don't know where the tipping point was. Like normally you can be like, oh, I shouldn't have had that shot or that drink or whatever. Right. Just like all of a sudden, the switch went off. So.
Well, that happened to me last year at the arm wrestling event.
Yeah,
I remember talking to somebody at New World, and then I just woke up and it was Tuesday.
Yeah, which is the worst feeling because you're like, oh, what'd I say?
Shit. Yeah.
So, thanks again. It was fun wandering down Hangover Highway with you.
Yeah, always.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Okay, thanks for checking out the podcast. And don't forget to check out our other podcasts on the Inebri-Art Podcast Network. There's the Bar Talk. There's Old Colony Cast. There's, of course, the Inebri-Art Podcast. And our latest, Retro Redoctopus, a kind of nerd genre podcast that you can check out now, all available on our website at inebri-art.com. And pretty much available everywhere that podcasts are available, on Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, all those things. And if you don't see it where you're looking, let us know. We'll try to get onto that as well. And you can also email us at inebri-art@yahoo.com with your questions, complaints, and suggestions. And also, if you could take the time to rate and review us on iTunes, that would be phenomenal. That helps us get more exposure and bring more of these great podcasts to your ears. And thanks again for listening.